fire pump is your friend. It's your bumper truck inside the building, basically, and if it's running and fighting the fire, leave it running for, you know, till you confirm that the fire's out or whatever reason, where it goes from there. But it's doing the same thing your truck is doing. It's just designed for that building. These engines, they do burn up because the industry doesn't allow us to have many shutdowns on these engines. They want to run them till destruction to fight the fire. So there's very limitations on what will actually shut them down. Overspeed is one of them. That is the only one that I can physically shut the engine off if it hits the overspeed, because then they, you know, it could overpressurize the building, blow the pipes apart, and then we have no firefighting capabilities once your pipes are blown. So cooling water, oil temperature, water temperature, oil pressure, basic things that you check on a car. And the newer controllers, when you get a chance to look in here, the newer controllers have a lot of information on them now. They've got, you know, you can view that screen and tell a lot of what's going on in the event the engine's running.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Quick question. If I'm pumping at 160 and that pump's pumping at 150, isn't that going to indicate that it doesn't have a water use and it's going to shut off, or will it just keep running anyway?
Well, there will be a shut off after 30 minutes on a diesel, 10 minutes on an electric. It will shut off.
Can I just say this real quick?
Yes.
Don't let that jockey pump fool you, because it has fooled us. You know how we check our inline gauge? We open up that valve all the way. If you just hook up your line to a standpipe outlet and read that inline gauge, that could be the pressure that the jockey pump is achieving. And until you flow and supersede or exceed the capacity of that jockey pump, all you're reading is jockey pump pressure, because it's fooled us.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're reading static pressure until you start dropping the pressure and see what comes on to supplement the water supply. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to fire up the pump. We're going to fire up the pump truck. We're going to flow water out of these awesome monitors we have over here. Okay. We're going to simulate my fire pump, the automatic fire pump, the primary source of water, to this automatic sprinkler standpipe combination system. We're going to simulate our stuff going down, and we're going to see just, you know, continual service from the secondary source, the fire pump truck, just kicking right back in. So you guys can see how important it is possibly to be pumped up, be ready, and be at that pressure. Okay, and then possibly we're gonna hook up to the test header.
Oh yeah.
To the test header.
We're
You
gonna
want to do that?
troubleshoot the fire department connection. Everything from throws and swivels till it ain't there. And then what are we gonna do? We're gonna look for another FDC. We can't find it. Okay, then we're gonna go and we're gonna take lines and we're gonna go to a first floor outlet and use that as an inlet. And if that doesn't work, because he'll explain why you can't pump into a pressure reducing valve to make it an inlet, then we're going to pump into this fire department.
Test header.
We're going to do all of it.
Yeah, you know, possibly, I don't know, for a while there, people needed money, and I seen fire department connections gone everywhere. I mean, your neighborhood, my neighborhood, I would just see as a check valve sitting there. Brass is gone. What do? We have some options. So let's try it out.
Are we actually supplying the system, or is the fire pump? As we've established already, it's who's ever pumping the higher pressure, the fire pump or us. If the fire pump is developing 120 psi and we're pumping 80 psi, we're pumping against a closed clapper. If the pump is pumping 120 and we pump 150, you'll see a difference. What we're going to do is we're going to manipulate these valves in a flowing situation and a non-flowing situation. So the higher pressure of that pump will keep the clapper valve closed. And then we are going to look at indications that tell us that we're not flowing any water. What are they pumping, Eric? Same shit, 120. 120. Bring it up to 110. Watch the residual. Watch your discharge. We're not blowing anything. We're not blowing anything. Ready? Pinky down. All right? Nothing move, right? Nothing move. All right, now, get back up. Now. Bring it up to 150. Now, who's going to be pumping higher? Well, let's see what happens now. The pump took over. It's done. The pump took over. All right, pull it back out. We took over. All right, now, we're going to have to shut that pump down. Oh no, let me bring it out. Bring it down again. Bring it back down underneath. Yeah, back to 110. Right. Watch your gauges. Watch your see your residual drop pumping over 1,000 gallons now.
Well, each nozzle on here represents 250 gallons per minute. So if you see a four valve test header, that means the pump that's inside is 1,000 GPM. Okay. Inside there's a valve. It's a test header valve. It's labeled test header, and it's normally shut. Again, it's only for testing the fire pump. Okay. In emergencies, me and Bill have been talking. We can actually back feed into the discharge of the fire pump and use it as an FDC. Okay. Being you open the valve on the inside and you use these as your check. There's no check valve like a normal FDC. So you would have everything shut, get your water on right to these, and then open these up. Okay, and then you'd be introducing water into the system like an FDC would.
The Miami-Dade bus garage has a fire pump room. There's no hydrants in the entire facility. We have used that fire pump test header for firefighting.